What up, unicorns? Eric here. All right, today I'm going to bring you another video, but something a little bit different. Something that we're probably going to be doing going forward. We're going to be doing some UI design tutorials, videos, whatever you want to call them, to help you guys out. And also just to give myself some practice because, as you all know, I am now a UI UX designer. I am no longer a graphic designer, but my skills I still use in my everyday job. That will be another video to come. I will let you know how I became a UI UX designer, the steps that I took, how I got the job, how I got the interview, how I landed the interview, and how I just pretty much started working. And I'll let you know about that whole process in another video. But today, let's capitalize on some of those new skills that I learned on the job and also during my 10 years as a graphic designer. All right, so today we're going to be doing a landing page. This landing page is going to be for, I already found the images. What do we want to call this? A eco delivery service. All right, so we're gonna try to do a wireframe here, do it the sketch on this piece of paper here. I know you guys hate doing sketches. You want to dive directly into the freaking, computer or the program. Look, man, you can't do that. Look, as I know in my job, if I don't get things down on pieces of paper first, I'm gonna spend hours upon hours upon hours in that software. And the software that I use at work is Sketch, but today we're going to be using Adobe XD. But let's get started with this wireframe. All right, so what you're going to need is some paper. I'm up here. Oh, I got an overhead shot, so we're pretty fancy nowadays. All right, cool. All right, so we're going to go with a broad stroke, big marker. So we're just going to do a basic wireframe here. So let's do this. Make a line here. And I like to bring my box all the way down, but I don't like to close it because I don't know how long this wireframe is going to be. So I want to just give myself that extra space that I need. All right, so for this we're going to need a top bar, a logo could probably go there, a header image. Let's say we have the header here, a button, and this could represent an image that might go in that area. Then we want to do something like, some benefits of the delivery service that we're going to make. This is not even real. Or, then we have another section here, like a nice call out or something with a button. Or, maybe not a button. Who knows? All right, then we're going to have a feature here. So we have image. You have a header with a button. Next line, you have another image. Oops. With a feature. There with a button. And another third feature. Image. Button. Header. Button there. And then at the bottom, we want to do the last little call out. To try to get these people to, go to our link, go to our actual website and sign up and book a room or book a service. What do I mean room? Oh, that's my last idea. Doing something like a cabin, but whatever, doing this eco delivery service with bicycles, human energy. And then lastly, we want to do a footer at the bottom. This footer can have the logo and some social icons on the bottom. So with this here, this little rough wireframe, we're going to go into my favorite program of choice, which is Adobe XD. Awesome. Even though I do use Sketch for work, I am a love-hate relationship with Sketch. Funny story, when I got the job, I didn't know Sketch, and that's the only program they use, and I had to learn Sketch in 4 days. So that'll be another video. All right, so here is the wireframe. Maybe I'm I don't know if I'm zoomed in or what am I trying to say? Focused on this area. over here by myself, but you can kind of see where we went to. We did like the nav bar, we did like the hero section, we did like 3 little benefits, and then like 1 little call out here, and then in the next one we have like a feature, and then a feature, and then the last little thing here is like a last little call out, like, hey, you know, this thing is awesome, click here. And then on the footer we have like the logo and like the social icons that they can link to. All right, not a typical like marketing landing page where, you know, they don't have any buttons to take them outside of the landing page. As far as like, we would not put social icons or even links to another website. We would want those people to actually take an action and fill out a form, but we're not doing that type of landing page here. This is purely for UI design and purely just for aesthetics. So just letting you guys see that. And so remember, always get your ideas out first and start with that sketch, because in that sketch you can eliminate a lot of bad ideas and get straight to the great ones, instead of spending hours upon hours inside of a program feeling like you can't figure it out. But anyway, all right, that was the sketch portion. The sketch, the wireframe portion. So next we're going to go into the program of Adobe XD. We're going to transform this wireframe sketch into a digital looking wireframe with just gray boxes. And I'll explain why we do gray boxes in a minute. All right, guys, thank you. Let's jump into the computer. Just do it. All right, guys, we are actually in our favorite program of choice, Adobe XD. And if it's not your favorite program of choice, that's fine. We can still be friends. I also use Sketch, but I use Sketch at work and I use Adobe XD in my home life because I think Adobe XD is a little bit better. But let me move up this microphone just a smidge. All right, cool. All right, so for this, we're going to, I already have this design already made. I'm not going to show you because I want to be able to like recreate it. And if you didn't notice my hat, I put it on. I like with me better with a hat because, you know, I'm bald and don't have any hair. Anyway, that's another story. All right, so with this, also since I've already made this design, I'm going to be pulling assets from that design and bringing them in. So if you see like, oh my God, how the heck did you make that so fast? Like, well, I've already made it, so I'm not gonna remake it. So if you want these assets, just let me know. I can put a link in the comments below. And also don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, man. I could sing a little bit. I used to sing growing up. All right, so for this file, it's gonna be 1280. I already have it there. I'm gonna put like 3000. We might need more space, but you know, we'll get to that. And then you just hit OK. See, that's gonna spin up a little bit. Boom. There we go. All right, so let's zoom in real quick. We're gonna just double click and just rename this to landing page. And FYI, guys, I'm the worst speaker. I mean, the worst speller in all of Georgia. No, let's take that back. In all the United States. You know what? Yeah, we'll take that. Just call it 2. All right, cool. And also remember, we need to put this thing into a grid so that therefore we are designing pretty straight. So then we're not all over the place and everything's kind of pixel perfect. So with the layout, click on layout here. And I actually went ahead and did a custom grid. I'm going to put those numbers in. You can kind of follow along. So with the columns, we're going to do 20. Okay. And then with the gutter, we do 10. With column width, we do 54. And then on this, we do 5. Okay, not that. What do I do? What did he do here? 5. This should be 5 here and then 5 here. And then it should be centered. Okay. Oops. Column width is, the gutter width is not 10. All right. I think we got it. No, we don't have it yet. It needs to be 5. All right. Jeez. We got it. We figured it out. Hey, I swear this is not my first time doing this. I did do it. I made it a default too, but you know, it didn't show up. All right, so we got the columns 20. We have the gutter width 10. We have the column width 54, and we have the little The edges on the side is 5, which equals 10, which is, the gutter width. All right, so now that we have that, we're able to design this beautiful, beautiful landing page we're gonna make here. So I'm sorry if the videos gets a little long or lengthy, view time. All right, cool. So we're gonna do this here. We're gonna bring this all the way out 12.8. We're gonna make this 70 pixels tall. Let's zoom in real quick. You guys can see what I'm working here on. All right, we're gonna take the border off. We're gonna make this like just like a light gray. Let's just come in here and do something like, I don't know, DE. We're gonna add that, and we can come back and keep using it. Also, I want to do a darker color too, so we can have some separation. And add that one too. Okay, we're gonna go back and make this a light color. Okay, cool. All right, so from that's our header, and then our main section we're gonna do. Oops, not that. We're gonna come here. We're gonna bring this over. We're gonna make this. Would have my notes. Also, I made notes because I want to prepare for you guys to be very prepared. I know I don't seem like I'm very prepared, but I'm very prepared. This guy's a goofball. I don't know. All right, and my computer sounds like a dragon at the moment because I'm recording, and it's a 2015 laptop. Okay, great. All right, header is 1280 by 520. Yes, 520. That's in my notes. 520. Hit the V key, make that connect, boop, pop. And then we're going to take the border off again. We're going to make this that gray. So we need to make this gray. Actually, let's make that white to give it some separation. We're going to add that white down here. That way I want to be like white, and then the header, because I think I want to make all the images to be gray. So when we go and like do it like an image replace, we can kind of see what we want to do there. All right, so for this section here, it's going to be the benefits section. For the benefits section, I'm just going to take a duplicate of this bad boy here. Excuse me, I'm probably getting a little sick. Benefits section is going to be 1280 by 430. If you're following along, we're going to make this probably a lighter gray. So many different grays. All right, let me make this a lighter gray. Kind of like, what color gray do I even have over here? Sorry about this, guys. I need to check. Oh, F7 of 7. All right, so we're gonna make this the F7 of 7. Actually, we're probably gonna use this as our actual background for this section anyway. Sorry. F7 of 7, and then we have the other section here, which is going to be called these like subsections. We're gonna take this. We're gonna make a little copy of that. Boom. I'm gonna come in here. We're gonna make that what do I have for that section? 250. Interesting. 250. All right, we're gonna make this a darker gray. Actually, what gray am I using over here? I like this a little bit better. Oh, 4A. All right, so for this one, I know I keep adding different colors, guys. I apologize, but I gotta get these nice colors in. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You feel me? All right, so we got the 4A in there. 4A. That's what it is? Yes. A bunch of 4As. I went to a 5A school, high school. Don't please ignore me. All right, and then the first feature section. Notice that we're doing gray boxes, guys. We haven't made add any text, images. This is what you have to do to get your little wireframe down. So we kind of want to make sure we get all these boxes in. All right, so for my first feature section, all the feature sections are going to be, we're going to do 3, and they're all going to be the exact same size. So we're going to take this here, we're going to copy this because, we like to be very efficient. 1280 by 500. So each feature section is going to be 500. And then for the color, I like to use that really light gray. No, is that white? Yeah, what am I talking about, light gray? What gray did I use last time for this section? Because I want to use actually that gray for my background. Oh, F7 of 7. So we're going to take this color, make it F7 of 7, enter. Then we're going to add that bad boy to the swatches panel because I'm actually going to use this gray as the background for that section. All right, and then this section here, copy it. It's gonna be a other section, feature section. We're gonna make that white. Actually, this color here. Take that. We're gonna copy that again. All this copying, man. You're not original. Whatever. All right, and that's gonna be that gray again. And then we have, see, this is why I said we're probably gonna need more space, right? So, okay, we click that, come down here, and just bring it down a little bit, right? Bring it down some, bring it down. Mr. Anderson. Actually, I have 3290, so let me actually just type that in, because right now it's huge. No way that's 3290. No way, guys. No way. No way. All right, Eric, quit saying that. Oh, that's why we didn't bring these up. So we need to connect these, bring these up to this section here. Now we're probably going to have all the space we need for the bottom. So we have, right now we have the nav, hero, we have the benefits section, we have the first subsection, feature section, feature section, feature section. And then we have the last little call out section here. Last little call out section is like, you know, when the user comes down and scroll down the page, it's like, yo, we didn't really get them. Hope this is our last hope. You're our only hope. All right, this one's gonna be 450. Why did I do 450? I have no idea, but it's in there. All right, my thing is actually longer than I thought. I got 290 on that thing. I don't know where I got these numbers from, but they do not match my design. They just don't match my design. Oh, no wonder. Yeah, it's gonna, you know what? This is why we do boxes, because we can always change it. We can always change things. All right, so we're gonna do this one. Let's do this light gray right here. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I'm back. So what I get to? All right, so we're going to look at this here. Let's look at my design here, reference it. So for the bottom little section there, we have the last subsection is 1280 by 450. Yes, of course. And then let's bring this down a little bit more. We need some more spacing. Now we're gonna add in our footer. We're gonna take this. We're just gonna copy that. And how I'm copying that, I'm just hitting command and then just sliding that over. Delete that because I already made one. All right, so and then my footer is 1280 by 200. 200. All right, so you got that? I'm gonna make it singing, man. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna be a famous singer, and I'm gonna prove you guys wrong. All right, so we're gonna make the bottom footer. We're gonna do like that light little gray there, and we're gonna come back up to the top. There's probably a better way of doing that, but somebody please show me, because I don't have to keep doing that. And then pop it. Whoa, where we at? Where we at in this? Let's close this up. Make sure we're good to go. All right. Why am I doing that? Cool. Why is it turning like that? I don't want it to turn. I don't like that. Why are you turning like that, man? Don't do that, man. Come on, man. Don't do that, man. All right, so this is about to all make sense in a second. So let's take this off. So now look. We have our nav here, header, benefits section, little subsection there, benefit, last subsection, and then the footer. So this is where I'm going to show you how to make a button real quick. Just one button, just so you guys can see how to make a button, and then I'm just going to copy and paste those other buttons that I've already made. All right, cool, great. All right, so for this, we're just going to take the rectangle tool again, which is here, hit R. We're going to come here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 over. We're going to make that button 40. Then you can come in here, you can make that radius 4. Okay? Take these borders off. I hate borders on buttons. And we're going to come in here, add a little text tool. Call it button, not bouton. All right. Take that. We're going to center that button. We're going to center that to here to there. We're going to take that. I'm just gonna center it to the button there. Boom, somewhat centered. We're gonna make the button text. What we have, I think it's on button text should be my notes, 16 pixel. And also we're gonna use Source Sans Pro. No, that's Code Pro. Is it in here? Let's see if I got that. Source Sans Pro. That was the font I used, and we're gonna use 16 pixels. We're gonna take that. We're gonna make that. See how it's all like lined up. It said like what is it at? It said 10 and 10 and then 100. That's what we want. We want it to be even. So that's how you make a button. And notice that the button is now lined up with the grid. That's exactly what you want. You want that button to look perfectly with that grid. We'll take the layout off. Boom. That's how you make a button. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to copy and paste my asset over that I've made because I can do that. All right, so I'm going to take this here. Actually, yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to come in on my older side. I'm going to just click, 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 click. Where is that at? Copy, and then paste. So here's my button that I've made. It's exactly the same button. Exactly the same. So you guys didn't miss out on anything. So with these, we want to make sure that we want to like label these sections. So actually, I'm going to bring this back up here. We're going to make that a group. We're going to group it, Command G. We're going to call it nav, something like that. We're going to take this section. We're going to hit the Command G, group that. We're going to call it hero. We're going to take it, move it up here. This just helps with organization. I'm going to take that button and we'll drop it into hero because that's where it's going to fit. Boom, it popped up. This is the background to that. And then with this section here, this is the benefit section. We're going to just hit Command G. We're going to call it benefit section. Hope I spelled benefits right. All right, cool. We're going to drop that right below the hero. We kind of want to just put these not inside of hero, below hero. I don't know why it's doing that. So you would kind of want to get these in order, how you would look at it, how you would build it. So we have like the nav that pops up, hero, and what is this rectangle here? Not sure what that one is. Benefits section, we'll put that right under the hero section. And then we have like the subsection, Command G. We're doing Command G because we're going to group these assets together so we have stay a little bit organized. All right, so this is going to be called sub section 1. Fantastical. We go back to that. What are we doing? Subsection 1, put that under benefits. Come here, Command G. Feature 1. Copy that. Hope I spelled feature right. Like I said, man, my spelling is the worst. All right, and then we're gonna come in here, Command G that. Feature 2. Why do I keep doing that? Here we go. Come back to this. Command G. Double click. Feature 3. We're going to take that, put that under feature 2. We're going to come here. Command G again. Just copy and paste that. Subsection 2. Boom. We put that, not like that. Put that under there. And then this is, of course, the footer. Hope I spelled footer right. All right, is everything recording? I really do hope so, because this is going to be awful if it's not. Okay, it is. All right, so with that, so now we're going to come in here and just start adding some different little boxes here that we want to represent as our placeholders for our images. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to just, I'm going to copy and paste this box into this group here. What section is that? Just feature 1. So we're going to take that, but we have to make sure that it's all aligned with the grid. I know I'm not the best designer. I'm a little taco, but we want to make sure that everything is align. So we come in here and group them all together, hit align, make sure that's in the center. Boom, we have one image there. I'm gonna come over here. Where am I pulling these from? I'm just pulling from my other design because I know exactly what they look like. And now we're in this group here, feature 2. Bring this up. Make sure this is aligned in the center of that. But we also need to make sure that it's all aligned with our grid. So boom, that's perfect. Boom, it's perfect, right? It's like, I guess you're wondering, like, why are you putting these random gray boxes? Well, they're not so random. If you're about to experience something great in a second. All right, so for we're gonna take this one. We're gonna click out of that. We're gonna put it in this one. We're gonna bring that down. As soon as I see it, I'm gonna grab it. Boom. I'm gonna take this to this. All right, cool. So the same thing for this one. I put it in the wrong section. It's all good though. You can always, move things around real quickly because now we're working inside of a program, so it's not as bad. I'm gonna take that, select this, center it. Now we're good. And this section is gonna be for something else. That's why I had to remove it. And then, so yeah, let's go back to the top. And so in my design, I have this. We're gonna put in some text here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna copy and paste this text and throw it in here, so you guys can kind of see what's going on. All right, so for this, like I said, we want to make sure that we're sticking to the grid, and we do everything in gray and black and white, so we don't get distracted by colors, right? That's the reason why we do it. And I like to push things, even though it's outside the bounding box, I like to push things to the edge. So eco delivery app. I mean, I just copy and pasted that from my other design. But as you can see, we're still using Source Sans Pro. Size is going to be 50 font and it's going to be bold. All right, we're going to put that there. We also need to get some fake lorem ipsum text. So we're going to come over here, come back to our app, copy and paste that as well. All right, so now we have this text we got to put that all inside of the hero section. So we go back to this. I don't know why it says that, but we're going to take that. We're going to make sure we change that there. Boom. So now we have the lorem ipsum text, the fake header, and then the button all inside of the hero section folder. See, this is where it comes in handy to where you do that, because now you can just move things around. You just grab that folder and you can just move things around as you want to, like that. But we're not gonna move things around. And let's put a little flare on this little thing. Let's make a little angle. Let's put about 2% flare on this. All right, so with that, we're gonna have to come here, click on the button. How do you, man, I don't use this program a lot, and then I want to do something kind of special and I realize I don't know how to do it. So let's just figure this out. Not that, not that, not that. What? How do you make this angle? How do I change the shape of this thing? There's gotta be a way. There we go. Is that it? I don't want to curve the box. I just want to change the shape. Man, we're about to skip this in a minute. Anyway, if you guys can figure that out, let me know. I'm just gonna see. Look, let me do it. It lets me do it here. Here we go. There we go. This is what I was trying to do. I wanted to come in here and do something kind of like this from the original design, where it's kind of angled up a little bit, just a smidge. Let's see. Let's zoom in real quick and make sure that we're off the edge. No, we wasn't. So we're gonna bring that over to the edge. Make sure it says 1280 on the marker. Let's just change that to 80. So now it's perfect. So now with this, you can kind of see that we kind of have a nice little up angle. And what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to take this box here. We're gonna have to like drag it up. So therefore that gray can still sit inside of there, because if not, we're gonna have this really crazy looking white space right there, and we don't really want that. And so what we're gonna have to do is now we're gonna have to like, well, take these elements inside of here. You can hit command click, and hold down shift. It should be able to select all those things. Then you can kind of bring this up. Maybe you can kind of center it to this box here. That way it all still looks good. And so now I'm gonna pull in my little asset here from my other design, because I don't feel like remaking this thing. It's called devices. And all it is just a phone, a tablet, and something else. So we're gonna copy, paste. Look how cool that looks. Boom. So what do we need to do? Well, Eric, you keep talking about aligning to a grid, so I guess we're gonna align to this grid. Perfectness. We're gonna take that. We're gonna just slide it over just a little bit. Zoom in. I'm gonna click, 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 click. Boom. There we go. Mouse on the grid. And do we really? I don't really want it that far down. So when we take it, I'm just gonna drag it up. Boom. So now this image is sitting the same line as this. So you kind of get a nice, oh, look at that. Kind of make that look a little pretty cool. Look at that. Perfect angles. But a little bit too close. So I'm going to bring it down just a little bit, just to give it some more breathing room. There. So now if we come here, click on this, take layout off. Now you can kind of see where we're going with the gray wireframe. You want to do these gray wireframes so you can kind of get your ideas out. And then the reason why these are gray, we're going to go in and replace those with pictures. And that is the rhyme to this, where you have everything pixel perfect in your gray wireframe. All you have to do now is just later drag and drop your images and your design would be done like super fast. Crazy, right? I know it. All right. So the next one we're going to do is, let's come down here to this section. Let's type in first benefit here. Let's make that title case. And then for the for this section, these are subsections, headers for this benefit section. I have them as 25 pixels bold. So 25, and then bold. Come here. Cut that grid back on. We need it. We need the grid. We need the grid. We're gonna just we're gonna make one. We're gonna copy and paste it over because that's more efficient. All right. So with that, we have it lined to this. So we want to put in an icon here. So where you can get these icons from are from Google Material Design. You can go there, get those. Put a link to their website in the description below if you really want those. And also subscribe, you know. All right, cool. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this icon from the other design. We're just gonna copy and paste it over because, you know, I can do that. That way you guys can kind of see what it's looking like. So we got this icon here. I'm gonna copy and paste it. And look how big this icon is. We want this icon is the same width as this column right here. Boom. And it lines up perfectly. And we want to bring it to the same edge as this. Oop, is that up? Nope. Nope, 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 nope. We got to make sure that the buttons align as well. Boom. There you go. So everything looks good. And then our button down here, then our icon right here. We're going to bring that down. Boom. Actually, not that. So I'm looking at my design. I'm actually wanting this space in here to be smaller. I don't want it to be so big because right now it's huge. So we're going to make this box 430. Okay. And that's going to give us this little space in here that we want. And I'm over here pointing at it, but you can't see it. Can't see me pointing. I guess you can see me pointing on this video, but you can't see me actually pointing on the screen. So we're going to take that. We're going to zoom in. Select the first. We're going to line this up to this. Boom. See, 10 pixels apart. Beautifulness. All right. We're going to take that. we're going to take some more lorem ipsum text here. I'm going to copy paste that. I'm going to put it inside of this container, this box here. And then we're going to put this up, boom. All right, so now we have our lorem ipsum text in there. We're going to do 10 pixels because this is 10 in here, this is 10 in here. So we kind of want to be a little consistent, and we also want to bring it to this section. So right now we have it on 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. Okay. But you're like, how are you going to space these out? Well, we're going to figure it out. We're going to take it. We're going to take this. I'm looking. What do you guys think? Should we align this to the middle of this, or should we align this to the top? Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, we can experiment, right? I hate it. All right, cool. So we're going to take that. We're going to select that, select that, select that. We're going to just alt click and drag. Boom. Let's see if we can get another one in there. Alt click drag and see what that looks like. Boom. Does that look kind of decent? That looks kind of weird. So what we're going to do, we're going to take that, we're going to drag it over. It probably was, all right, that looks kind of in the middle. You know what my trick is sometimes when I want to get things to look sort of even though it's not going to align perfectly to our grid, but I do little stuff like this where I take a rectangle, I duplicate it again, right? Boom. Highlight both of them, all three, and then I drag it over. Then I kind of can see how it's going to line up. And I kind of got pretty good there. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I kind of got it pretty lined up there. I'm pretty proud of myself, actually. So that's a little trick that you can do just in case you guys want to try to figure out how to get things kind of evenly spaced. You can kind of do a little trick like that. So let's delete that. Let's delete these. Cut off the grid there. Now you can kind of see what direction we're going in. We're building slowly, man. We're building this house slowly and steady and beautifully, if that's even a word. All right, so that's our first benefit here. So we're gonna go and make our other page. So we're gonna come down here to this section here. Boom. We're gonna take this text. We're going to just copy that, paste that. What size is that again? 55? 55. What do we want to call this? Let's just put a random text from here. My other design. Random text. We are a game changer, I guess. I guess you are. And make sure that's centered. Boom. So we're going to take this and then take this. We're going to center it here, but we need to cut our layout back on just to see if we are actually in the gold. I don't think it really matters if it's center, but we do want to make sure that we're still good. Okay. Then we want to come in here. We're going to copy and paste our lorem ipsum again from this design. We're going to come in here, put it in here. And guys, remember, make sure your assets all live in that container that you set up. So heroes, clothes, we got the benefits. In our subsection, we got the lorem ipsum, but we're missing this text here. It's sitting inside of the hero section. So we take that and we want to just drag that to the subsection 1. So now it's all contained in that blue look. So we're going to come here. We're going to look at that. We're going to take this text here. We want to make this white. Boom. Now it's white. What color is this one? How do you collect it? I do command click. It's also white. All 6 Fs. We're going to come here, select it. How close is this thing to this other one? And how you can tell how close it is, you want to hit Option and then just hover in between. It's 21. We want to make that 20. Okay. Then I come here. I select both of these and I want to center it to the dark gray box, and I also want to eliminate half pixels. So I do this and then I make sure that it's all centered. I come here, boom, Looks good. Everything looks good, boss. Does it though? Let's check it out. Let's look at this. It's not sitting on our grid properly. So what I need to do, I need to come in here, move that. How many is to the sides? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. So therefore we need to come here. This is just for peace of mind where you just want to make sure it's exactly center. You can come and do the same thing with this if you really wanted to. I think you could do that same thing with this. Maybe not because it's not a box. Anyway, you could do the same thing with that too, but make sure it's just all centered. Boom, it's all centered. So, we are a game changer? I guess you are. Okay, that's our one of our third sections there. Okay, next we're gonna go to the first feature. Drag that up. Boom, it's in there. So with this first feature, I actually just used this phone. So let's just come in here. Pop my neck first. Bam. So what I could do is I can come in here into devices, copy, and paste this phone, right? So now the phone's sitting outside. I can come in here. Actually, I want to take it outside of this. I want to make it bigger, right? I want to take the phone, and I want to take the phone. I want to drop it inside of my my first feature folder. So here, boom. See, it's how you know it's in there. You see it's outlined in blue. I'm still pointing at the screen. I don't know why I did that. All right, so for this, we want to bring this in, maybe like 3 columns in, just to see what that looks like. Might be a little close. We'll see. We'll see. I think I have it on here, but I have on my other one. I just want to come over here just real quick to see what the layout looks like. And I have it, I have it on 3 again. Okay, so we got 3, but it's expanding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have it on 3, but it's expanding 6, and we have it on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need to expand it to 6. Big. Boom. We're going to take this and we're going to kind of just drag it down a little bit. And as you can see, you're like, man, this thing is, why is it sitting outside? Well, I don't really want it to sit outside of this. I mean, it will look cool, but I definitely want to add some more text on the other feature section. So we're going to come back in here into feature 1, select phone. Then we want to come in here to object. Forget where it's at. Let me just type in mask. Go back to the top, type in, come on Google, Apple. Mask with shape. I have to make another shape. So put that on top. Then you click on that. You come in here, you do mask with shape. Oh, why isn't that doing that? What am I trying to do? What am I trying to do? Let me look at my other designs, see how I did that. Oh, I actually got them grouped. Oh, I got this grouped with this. Let's try a group then. Just group it, and then we can go to, man, what am I trying to do, guys? Let's get rid of that. It's the things that happens, man. I don't typically use this program a lot, but what's going on? How do you freaking make a mask in this program? I know I literally just did it. Mask group. Okay. Not that. Then you select both. Do I need to select both? No. Do I need to select this? Hey Adobe, how the freak did you make a mask? I'm racking my brain on this. I'll figure it out when I come back. I literally just did this, and I'm probably looking like a freaking noob over here, but whatever. We're all noobs. We're all still trying to figure things out. So let's cut our grid back on. I was doing so good too. I was doing so good. So good, man. Had my mask up, mask on, mask on. All right, mask group. What does this say? It says ungroup mask, huh? I don't want to do that. Mask with shape. It's not even let me select everything either. So let's see if I have to do a top rectangle. Yes, I got that one. Oops, not that. So I'm gonna come here, do this. So all right, now I have a rectangle. Feature one, it's all grouped. Here we go. We're gonna try this. This is also a group. I don't know why I need so many groups. Menu item, object. Oh, we figured it out, guys. Oh my gosh, I was racking my brain on that. All right, so I think what you have to do is you have to put a rectangle on top, then your assets underneath it, and then you select both. Then you go to object, and then you just click mask with shape. We figured out how to do mask, so that's beautiful. Hopefully I can do it a second time. All right, so anyway, we're gonna come up here. We're gonna go to, we need a button, right? Come here, take this button. I'm gonna copy and paste this button. You're gonna drag it. But then we need to take it and put it inside of the feature one section. Boom, so now it's in there. So we have a button in here. And then we want to take this text here. I do a lot of copy and paste, and I just want to just put that out there. I hate doing stuff. I hate typing. Boom, take that. Oops. Whoa, where did it go? It's in the back. I don't want it from the back, man. Take it. I'm gonna drag that. Sorry about that. Put that in here. Boom. See, now it's in this section. We're gonna take that. We're gonna copy and paste from here. New mobile experience, because make that bigger. Boom, shakalaka. Bring that up. Make sure we're going to align it to the top of this. So I do stuff like this where, sorry about that. It's a line, and then it's like one column away from the phone image. So now we're going to come in here. We're going to copy and paste our lorem ipsum here. We're going to put that in there. How many pixels away is that thing? We're going to get rid of these half pixels and just do 5. So that way we don't have weird types of spacing issues. So what is that on? It's on 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I want that to be 20. Boom. We got our button. Bring that over. We got our button here. It's 25. We want this to be not turned. So at least 25 pixels from this one. We zoom in, make sure we're all on our, looking at our layout and our grid. So we're on our grid. Man, this is looking pretty good already. All right, so let's come in here. Let's grab these assets, make sure they're all good. Boom. Look at that. What are we gonna do to our next section? Well, we're gonna take this stuff. We're just gonna copy and paste it to our next section. Duh. All right, so we're in this grid. So feature one's done. Now we're in feature two. We just need to bring this up to feature, so next to the feature one. I'm gonna paste. Actually, I did not want to drag all that. Come here to feature one, get the button, get all this. Copy, paste, We're going to drag it over. What are we sitting on? We're sitting on 3. So now we're going to put that in the center of feature 2 of that background box. See, when you copy and paste things, man, things just go a lot faster for some odd reason. It's like, oh, I don't have to keep remaking it. No, you just got to just change the text on it. You're good to go, man. So we're going to come in here. We're going to just change the text here. We're going to just type in, we're going to copy and paste this. Custom to your business. So everything else is the same except for the titles and then that image. So we're going to come into this section here. See how I grab all the section? It's all connected now. Make sure we're still good. Boom. What we're going to do now, we're going to freaking copy and paste. Not that, but we're going to have to come in here again. Where's all this living? All this is living up here. So we need to take it and drop it into the feature 2 section. Done. So now it's in there. So we're going to take that. We're going to come in here to our feature 2 section. I'm going to grab this, and grab the button. I'm going to copy, paste. We're going to grab that, drag that in here. But we need to move this into the feature 3 section. So now it's in there. We just make sure that it's centered to the box that it's living in. And then we want to come in here, and it's, where's it living? It's living next to, it's one away. We're going to take this, we're going to bring it here to like one away, sitting on that grid. Take that button, pop it over, make sure that's living good, make sure that's living good too. Boom. So now what I could do is I could be like, oh, I need to align everything to this and to this. You know, I could do that, but I like how staggered it is. I have this text aligned here, but I have a gap there. I don't want to align this too close to this, and I don't want to align this too close to that. So that's why I have them all spaced out. And then for our last section here, what are we gonna do? Well, dude, we're gonna copy and paste, but we're gonna do something different. We're gonna take these parts, because these are the parts that I want. Copy, paste. We're gonna take those, we're gonna drag those all the way down to here. We're gonna take them, we're gonna drag them into the subsection 2 area. So now it lives in here. So now we're gonna take that, we can drag that up to here. Boom. The reason why I did that because I want that same feel. But guess what? We need a button because we want to add a button to that. Remember our freaking wireframe? So come here, grab the button, copy and paste, grab that button, drag it in, take that button, add it to the subsection 2 section. Boom. So now we need to make sure everything aligns up with our grid. That looks good. It's in the center. Make sure this looks good in the center. Make sure that looks good in the center. So we want to type in this. We're going to copy and paste this. Experience for yourself. Lower image of text can stay the same. And we want to make sure that everything looks all good. So how many pixels away is this one here? We're going to look over here real quick. We're going to do 25 pixels away. Okay. We're going to take our button right here. Where is it? Where is that, baby? Where's that beautiful beam footage? We're just going to do Alt, click, 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure it's 25 pixels, and this one is 20 pixels. So now we have that there. We want to also grab these elements and make sure that they are centered to the box that they live in. Boom. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. And last we have is the footer. With this footer, we're just going to use text. Just say, oh, I got too many copies. What am I trying to do there? What is it doing there? Did it recognize anything? Put a text here. We're going to say logo. Yep. We got to change that color to something that we can actually see. There we go. We're gonna bring that logo up to that logo text up to like 25. Nah, let's do like 35 actually. Make that bold. Boom, bold. Make it center. Yes, it is centered. All right, let's delete that. Actually, we don't want that. Boom. Take that. Add that there. Now we want to put our social icons in. I already got, you can find these anywhere on the web, but I'm just gonna grab them from here. And so we come here, social icons, copy, paste, boom, done. Now we take those, make sure they're centered to the box that they live in. Okay, cool. So now we come back up here, drag this up, make sure that it's inside, make sure that it's not cutting off our image there. Boom, there we go. Little zoom action. I just cut it off. Now look what we just made. Beautiful, beautiful wireframe of a delivery app, eco delivery app. And next we need to add in the colors. I'm not gonna make you watch this video for that long. Actually, let's actually make these that same color as this. That way we can kind of see it. All right, so on the next video, I'm going to add in the images and colors and stuff like that, so you guys can kind of see what the next phase is. But I do thank you for bearing with me on this very long little video. I had to break it up into 2 parts. It's been pretty crazy. Maybe on the next video I might have a different shirt on. Who knows? We'll see. But anyway, I want to thank you all for watching this video and taking time out to learn a little bit about UI design and wireframing and sketching. And I hope that you guys will go home and practice yourselves and make sure that you get your skills up, whether you're using Sketch, whether you're using Adobe XD. It does not matter what the tool, the outcome is still always going to be the same. I have to tell people that it's not about the tools, it's about what's up in here, what's in here. So remember that. And I really appreciate you guys for sticking with me. Don't forget to like the video. Make sure you comment below and also subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get this channel above 1,000 subs by next year. So hopefully we can do that. It's up to you guys. I do appreciate you. Make sure you go to the website, uglyunicorns.com. Make sure you cap your merchandise. Some here. We got beautiful shirts in the back. So you guys can support the channel, support me, and support all you other fellow unicorns out there. All right, so I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. And remember, don't just be a unicorn. Be an ugly unicorn.